So should you charge for acting for your time in taking on the role of trustee? Hi, I'm Claire Langton-Yanowitz from the Yanowitz Law Firm, where we help clients with wills, trusts, and probate the last 30 years. Okay, let's get started. So you've been named as trustee, and you're wondering, should you charge for acting in this role? Well, anybody who has ever been a trustee knows that being a trustee can be a lot of work. You're cleaning out houses, getting them ready for sale. You're tracking down all the assets. You're filling out all sorts of different forms. You're negotiating with beneficiaries on who gets what in the estate. And so it can be a really time-consumptive job. So this can also be kind of complicated with that oftentimes when someone dies, the beneficiaries want to get paid out as soon as possible. And so if you send out all that money as soon as possible, there may not be money to pay you, to pay creditors, to pay legal fees. So you don't want to send out money ASAP after someone dies. Instead, if you think you might want to be paid, it's important to start recording various things. So you either may know that you want to get paid or you're not sure yet. And either way, you should, from the very beginning, record your time. And when you record your time, you should indicate how long you're doing an activity, what day. On Monday, September 1st, I mowed the grass for an hour. So what day, the amount of time, and what you did. And trustees are able to charge a reasonable rate for their time. If a trustee has a certain level of expertise, reasonable rate may be higher for certain activities. So let's say we have a trustee who is a CPA. And so when it comes time to fill out the tax returns, they would be charging a higher rate for acting more as a CPA and doing the tax returns than they may be charging for mowing the grass per se. Now, something that is important to distinguish when you're acting as trustee is, are you charging for your time or are you getting reimbursed for an expense? So oftentimes trustees have to outlay certain costs on behalf of the estate. Maybe they have to go fly back to Minnesota to get the house ready for sale. They're driving back, they're spending a night in a hotel. Then there's, dinner the night before. All of these expenses associated with doing their job can be reimbursed. But it's important that if you want to be reimbursed for these things, you need to keep track of all the receipts. So there's this big paper trail of, it's not like, the hotel was maybe $100. It's nope, here's the receipt from the hotel. It was $129. That's why I'm reimbursing myself. Now, when a trustee is being paid for their time, just like any task where you're paid for your time, it's subject to income taxes. So that's something to know. However, if you're being reimbursed for an expense that you pay on the estate, you flew back to Minnesota, you drove back to Minnesota to help take care of things here, those can be reimbursed, not subject to income taxes. So they're different things that you have to keep straight in your mind. Now, so it's important to keep track of receipts for all these reimbursable expenses. Now, sometimes we have clients who will say, so has helped me out so much during my life, and then they're going to act as my trustee at my death. I want to give them a gift of gratitude, maybe of $10,000. And, there's different logic for this. Sometimes people will say, if I don't give them this extra bump at death, this extra gift at death, then, the other family members will say, why are you getting paid for acting as trustee? You should be doing out of this loving kindness for mom and dad. And so sometimes it can create conflict in charging for your time as a trustee with siblings. And sometimes a way that people get around this is just mom and dad flat out give that child who's acting as the trustee just a little extra money at death. So it's not like something that they have to record and show to their siblings it's actually incorporated as part of the will or trust that they're getting this extra bump of money. Well, thank you so much for listening today. And if you'd like to learn more about wills, trusts, or probates, hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get notified when we add more videos to our channel. Thank you.